Well, looks like it's about time to start up the 2-meter crew anti-net. Good evening, folks. This is Whiskey 6 CRP. I'll be kicking off the 2-meter crew anti-net. As always, we thank the supporters of the W6VVR repeater and the Vaca Valley Radio Club for letting us use this repeater for the anti-crew, the 2-meter crew anti-net. If at any time there's a priority or emergency traffic, just call out and we will clear the station for you. Any emergency or priority traffic right now? All right, the 2-meter crew, just a loose association of hams, met on the air. We do all things ham, 2-meter, HF, single sideband. We're not an actual club, just a bunch of folks enjoying and exploring in this hobby. 2-meter crew anti-net meets every Wednesday, 7 o'clock on the VVR repeater, 145.470 minus offset of 600 kilohertz. With a PL tone of 127.3 hertz. I'll take check-ins now, so come at me slow, one at a time. Takes me a minute usually to get the call signs down right. Who's out there listening?
Good evening, Carlos and the group. Thanks for hosting. Kilo, November 6th, Bravo, X-ray, Michael Carmichael.
Good evening, Michael. Who's next?
Kilo, November 6th, Alpha Charlie Kilo, Darylyn Roseville. Good evening.
ACK, how are you doing tonight?
Fantastic, and you?
A little bit of a scramble getting home and here. It was a late day today, but hey, it's all good now. Who's next to check in?
DAL, Nick in Roseville.
Hey, Nick. Good to hear from you. Who's next?
Bravo 6, Whiskey Yankee Foxtrot, Mike in Vacaville.
WB6, WYF. Did I get that right?
You did.
All right, Mike. Good to have you on. Who else is checking in?
KM6, FAK. Good evening.
Jason, good evening to you too. Who's next?
WG5, EEK, Mike in Vacaville.
Hey, Mike. Who else is checking in?
KM6, SRX, Will in Vacaville.
KM6, SRX. Did I get that right?
Sierra, Romeo X-ray.
Sierra Romeo X-ray. Got it. Thanks for checking in. Who's next?
AE5, DC, Bill in Vacaville.
KE5DC, how are you doing?
I'm good, sir. Good afternoon.
And who else is checking in?
KM6 by KN, this is Dave and Davis.
KM6, YKN, Sam, how are you? And who else is checking in? And Whiskey 6 CRP for ID. Anybody else out there to check in tonight?
W6LEE.
Good evening. Who else is checking in? All right, we'll swing back around and see if anybody else shows up here in a little bit. Website updates, nothing new. I posted the 2-meter crew breakfast and the winter field day on there. So reminder, we're doing a breakfast in Davis and I think I may have been saying Dixon a few times out there. Don't let me confuse you. The breakfast is in Davis at the, what the heck is it? The Brown Bear? The Bear Place for breakfast. I put the address on here. The Black Bear Diner, 255 2nd Street, Davis, California. We'll be meeting there about 9 o'clock. So that should be cool. Marcus and Nick are both trying to make it there before they move out of town. So it'll be kind of our last chance maybe to put a face to the call sign. No other activity really that I saw on the website. Facebook updates, I don't know, I see a lot of activity on there. Derek, you on yet? Well, two posts that are on the Facebook site are the breakfast with the details, and then also Winter Field Day is posted there, where a bunch of folks will be meeting up on Mount Diablo on January 25th to work Winter Field Day just for the day. The park opens the gates at 8 o'clock in the morning and closes at dusk. So our intent was to get up there that morning, get set up. I believe contesting starts at 11 o'clock our time, and work it until it starts getting dark and we head home. So it should be a good time. Seems like there's a lot of interest in that. Any other DX reports or anything else planned folks want to talk about? All right, and Whiskey 6 CRP for ID. I'll swing back through the names here and see if anybody has anything to update folks on. When I call your name, let me know if you're coming to the breakfast or not. I'm going to try to call ahead to see if we can't reserve a big table for the folks that are going to make it that way. So let me know if you intend to be there or not. KN6BXX. Michael.
Good evening in the group. Thanks, Carlos W6CRP from KN6BXX. Thanks again. Yeah, count me in. I'm definitely in. I'll be there for sure. And yeah, count me in, and that way we could get a good head count. So if that place is busy as most of those good black bears are, you want to get some kind of heads up for them so we don't have to wait too long. So yeah, please count me in. KN6BXX. Oh, and one more comment regarding the Winter Field Day.
The floor is yours.
The group, yeah. I did advise the North Hills Club last night, their Tuesday night meeting, the K6IS repeater, k6is.org, our website, that we're doing the, well, of course I won't be with you guys out there, but I'll try to listen, but I just gave them a heads up, my club, about the Winter Field Day and gave them some general details. But so right now, you'll be setting up shop from 11 a.m. till about sunset?
Yeah, we'll probably be getting there. I'm going to try to make it right about when the gate opens, I guess, or so at 8 o'clock. Work our way up there, set up so that at 11 o'clock we're ready to start transmitting.
I'll let them know. We'll have the Thursday night net tomorrow, and so again the hours will be 11 a.m. to about sunset. And also, what repeaters will be using to initiate contact? We'll be using the VVR and our Diablo machine?
I suppose there'll be folks monitoring both, I would imagine. But we'll be out working the bands, simplex, single sideband, to make the contacts.
That's good. I also let them know that the 2-meter crew has the designation of November 6 Whiskey, repeat November 6 Whiskey, and I did verify that with them. So I'll let them know again tomorrow night at my 8 o'clock North Hills net. So thanks again, Carlos. I'll be listening a little bit longer. KN6BXX, thank you again. Again, count me in on Sunday.
All right, Michael. Thanks. KN6ACK.
KN6ACK. Yeah, I will certainly be there on Sunday morning. When you and I were chatting this morning earlier, we were talking about Dixon, so kind of confused. Now you're saying Davis is that 100% correct?
Yes, I'm the one that was confused. Yeah, I posted it, and it's Davis where we're going to be meeting. So sorry for the confusion.
No worries, man. It's all good. Cool. Yes, I will certainly be there on Sunday, so count me in.
All right, sounds good. Anything else for the folks? Or, are you going to try to make winter field day? Or at least workers from the flatlands?
My work reared its ugly head, and I have to fly to Las Vegas, so I won't be anywhere in the area, unfortunately.
That's right, you told me that. Sorry about that. My memory has never been good, and it's getting worse. All right, KM6, DAL, Nick, how are you this evening?
Doing good, Carlos. Thanks for hosting the net. I will be at breakfast. I will not be at Winter Field Day, but we will be driving north with our U-Haul and all our stuff on that day. So I'll be monitoring 520 in the wee hours of the morning until I'm out of range. So maybe I'll make a couple contacts before we get too far north. And that's all I got. KN6DAL.
Yeah, you can stay on it and contest mobile all the way to Washington. All right, Nick, look forward to seeing you on Sunday. You will be missed, my friend. And let me see, WB6, WYF, Mike.
Carlos on that. I'm not going to be able to make field day, however, I will try to do as much as I can from down here in the flatlands and count for points. And as far as the thing on Sunday, it's real iffy for me, so if I show, it'll be the last minute thing. I'd love to come, but back to you, W6CRP, WB6WYF, and I do love breakfast.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'm just getting a rough number, so I know, we need to grab one table too. There'll always be more room. Yeah, hope to see you there, but I know how it is. KM6, FAK, Jason.
FRD, trying to check in. I'm at my regular work.
Hey, let's go ahead and let Fred check you in while he's on long break. How you doing, Fred?
Okay, just ran out here, looked at the time, and go, oh no, I'm going to miss it. Right now, I just bought a bunch of stuff to convert my PVC pipe tape measure Yagi to a 7-element one.
Oh, there you go. More power. And, Fred, were you going to make the breakfast on Sunday? I can't remember if you told me you were working or not.
We'll be making the breakfast on Sunday, but I can only stay for about a half hour. I got to pick my son up from one of his overnights with his buddies.
That's right. I remembered it was something. And then, if I remember right, you were going to make it up for Winter Field Day, right?
No, I was denied the day off for Winter Field Day. If I can somehow get out of work early, I might make it, but otherwise not.
All right. Keep our fingers crossed. All right, back to KM6FAK. Jason.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, looking forward to Winter Field Day for sure. I've been busy doing research. Today I created a lookup chart for everyone. I'm going to hand probably about 20 of them out. So when we're talking to other California stations and they're not aware of where they are or what ARRL section they are in, because we have 9 in California. I could not believe we have 9. We can kind of help them out. So as long as they can give us their county, which I'm sure they can, you just look up on this sheet of paper alphabetically what county, and then that'll tell you what section they're in. So that's pretty cool, I thought. Breakfast is on Sunday in Davis. I should be there unless work calls me as I'm on call. So just praying for that. KM6 FAK. Back to you.
All right, Jason, we'll count you in. And if you don't show, you can buy. It's always a fair trade-off. Anything else?
Good for now. Thanks.
All right, WG5EEK. Mike, what are you up to?
WG5EEK here. What I'm up to is a couple of the guys in our club are working on putting together a couple of all-star nodes. If you're not familiar with that, it uses a radio, a Raspberry Pi is what we're using. You could use like a Linux computer if you want, and some way to connect it to the radio. We're using some thing called USB RIM Lite off of repeaterbuilder.com, and we're going to create a node. And what that does is connect to the internet and allows you to access other nodes around the world through your radio and talk to people. And it also has some capability for Echolink. I can look into that more, but then you could just use your phone and hook up to your node and talk through that. So it'd be kind of neat. So that's what I'm doing. WG5EK. Oh, and I will not make the breakfast. I'm sorry, but I will be at Winter Field Day. WG5EK. Back to you.
Okay, thank you for that. You're always working on interesting stuff, Mike. Pretty cool. So no breakfast. Yes, Winter Field Day. Any rough idea what you're bringing just overall? What frequencies you're going to be working?
Well, if we're carpooling, which I think we will, I plan on borrowing a DMR radio from Will, KM6 SRX, who checked in, and borrow some stuff from him, put together some stuff that Jason gave me, and then hopefully Kevin will be able to bring some stuff as well and make some contacts. And the DMR mode, it still counts as a phone, not digital, unfortunately, but it's still another way to potentially reach some people that may be monitoring. If I end up driving, I'll also bring my 1.25 or 220 mobile radio, and maybe we can do some stuff on those frequencies as well. But yeah, that's what I plan on bringing. WG5EEK.
And W6CRP for ID. Yeah, thanks. And that sounds good. I know Ted was talking about maybe bringing 220 also. He just has a handy talkie. But hey, it'll be fun. The more bands we can try to horse around with and make contacts. So all good. We're on KM6 SRX. How are you?
Good, thank you. I will be trying to make breakfast on Sunday morning, trying to rearrange some stuff to make that happen. I will not be making Winter Field Day, unfortunately, due to a show that my kid is in that day. Other than that, working on the All-Star project with Kevin and Mike, and then I am also in the completion phases of a tower and a GMRS repeater. So those are things that are on my plates right now.
That sounds like quite a bit. You guys are busy over there in the BVR. Good deal. KE5DC Bill.
Yeah, this is Bill. So I won't be making the field day or the breakfast, but I will try to work work you guys up on the Winter Field Day for my home station during that day, KE5DC.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. We're going to need somebody to talk to. Everybody's going to be on the hill talking to each other. Yeah, nice talking to you. And yeah, look forward to field day. Maybe that'll be my first contesting contact. I haven't done one of these before, so should be good and interesting. KM6 YKN, Sam. Trying to come through there, Sam, KM6, YKN. All right, we'll move on. W6LEE, Joshua.
Yes, sir, W6LEE. Good evening. Both Uncle Donnie and I will be there for the breakfast on Sunday. There's 2 of us there for that, and then we'll also be doing field day for at least a little bit. I'm not totally sure on when we get up there and what, and I honestly hadn't put a lot of thought into bringing anything. Is there, I suppose that we can talk, and if there's some holes that I might be able to fill, I'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get a little clearer picture of what everybody's bringing, so we can try to spread out and cover all the bands we can. But yeah, I would bet you don't need to bring anything either. You know, all the stations that we work in, you can probably sit down and give someone a break for a while and work it. But that'll be good. I got you down 2 for breakfast, and you guys will be coming up to work at the, what were we again? N6W contesting site.
Roger, roger. Thank you, sir.
Check in.
Yeah, go ahead. Check in.
KG6AEB checking in. Oh boy, U1Q checking in.
KI6UJH checking in. N6VLF checking in.
All right, I'm going to roll back through that. W1QU, got you, Mitch. Who was the first one? AE? I didn't get the rest of that, sorry.
Kilo Golf 6, Alpha Echo Bravo, Marcus.
Man, Marcus, I'll get used to that call sign here one day. How are you doing tonight, sir?
We're doing good. Just early day today, so I got home early and cooking dinner.
So I think you told me you're going to make the breakfast, right?
Roger, yes, I will be there.
How about winter field day? You going to try to make up the mountain on the 25th?
No, I will be up north. I will set up an antenna to be a contact, though.
Very good. And I'm still jealous moving up to Red Bluff. Be nice to get out of this quagmire down here. Anything else for the net?
Not that I can think of. I will see all who come on Sunday. KG6AEB. Back to you.
All right. And W1QU Mitch, how are you?
Well, good evening, Carlos. Good evening to everybody on the net. I really don't, this might surprise y'all, but I don't really have a whole lot to say, and, well, I won't apologize for that because you guys have heard enough of me. I got no special projects going on other than normal craziness, and, yeah, I gotta tell you guys, man, I'm really kind of looking forward to this, also to Nick and Marcus's breakfast weekend. On Sunday up north, and I'm not going to mention where it is because I really don't know, but I'll find out, so I'm not going to screw anybody up as far as that goes, and I absolutely look forward to the winter field day. It's going to be a blast, a lot of planning. Sounds like it has gone on, and with that, I think the gathering is going to be pretty darn cool for those who have been talking to each other for quite some time, or even a short period. We're finally going to get to put a face with a voice. So, and with that, I'm going to toss it on back to you, Mr. Carlos. Thank you for doing the net, and Mr. Jason there in the background. He's probably got some headphones on, editing or not editing. He does that after the fact. Anyway, before Mitch does what he normally does, times this thing out, I'm going to relinquish it on back to you, Mr. Carlos, Mr. CRP from WU1Q.
All right, thank you, Mitch. And yeah, I look forward to meeting you at both the events, and it is going to be a good time up there on the mountain, I think. Let me see if I got the next call right. KI6UGH.
Yeah, Roger. This is Doug in Antioch, and unfortunately, I won't be able to go to the breakfast. I'll be out at Levi watching the Niners, hopefully to take a victory.
I am planning on being up the mountain for Winter Field Day. I've got a campsite at Juniper Flats. Barring just horrible weather, I'm going to be up there, and I'm planning to come up to the top to meet everybody. This is KI6UJH, back to net.
Yeah, very good. That should be pretty cool. Camping there overnight, you can work it all you want. So, yeah, looking forward to meeting you. And got you down for the Winter Field Day and no on the breakfast. Thanks. Kevin, N6 VLF.
Good evening, Carlos in the net. Nice to hear you all, everybody, tonight. And I will not be able to make the breakfast this coming Sunday morning. I have a prior commitment that I cannot reschedule. But I do plan on attending the field day up on top of Mount Diablo. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. I refer to him as General Jason, is in charge of our Fairfield-Vacaville crew. So whatever he says, I will do, within reason. Anyways, back to you, Carlos, N6 VLF.
Whiskey 6 CRP for ID. And you know, between you and Jason, expectations are pretty high. I'm expecting to see lots of flashing lights and gadgets and 60-foot towers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, actually right this moment we're working on the 60-foot crank up on top of the my work van. We are having a little bit of issue with overpasses, but we're working that out. That's a big fat lie for all of you that don't know me. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but Jason will work it out because I just don't want to duplicate stuff, and I want it to be great for you guys and let all the folks that don't normally get to operate HF operate HF. So that's the goal, is to give everybody an equal turn and opportunity to have some fun. That's what we're going for, is fun. So with that, I'll wait for Jason to tell me what to do later, and I'll show up. We might be, a couple of us might be coming up in my van. I think we're going to carpool or something like that. N6 VLF.
Yeah, sounds good. I think I'll get with Jason probably later, and we'll start maybe trying to figure out who's setting up for what band, and that way we can coordinate a little bit and cover as much as we can. So sounds good. Any other late check-ins?
K6 CWS Cliff Sassoon.
K6 CWS Cliff, how are you doing?
Okay, this evening. No traffic. Not able to make the breakfast. I'm making attempts to maybe make it to the mountain.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah, hope you make it. Hope to see you up there. Anybody else checking in?
M6 TMZ, Dave.
Dave, how are you doing?
Hey, pretty good. No real news here. I can't make it on Saturday for the breakfast because I have obligations. I have to go to a wedding. I will be at the winter event, though, and it'll be nice to meet all of you for the first time. And I just want to say hello to the K6POU guys. And it's nice to be here, too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and remember, the breakfast is on the 19th on Sunday. I don't know if that'll work for you.
Okay, we'll see.
Any other check-ins?
Visitor?
Go ahead, station.
Kilo 6 Tango Vector Tango. Randy in Stockton.
I get K6 Tango Vector Tango.
Roger.
How are you doing, Randy? Anything share with the net today? And you think you're going to make the breakfast this Sunday or the Winterfest on the 25th?
No, I don't know anything about your club.
We're doing a get-together this coming Sunday, the 19th, in Davis at Black Bear Diner, 9 o'clock. A couple of the regular folks around here are moving out of town and one moving out of state. And so we're going to go up there, get some breakfast, and one last hurrah, meet some people face-to-face.
All right, so thanks for the information.
And then Winter Field Day is the 25th and the 26th. And a bunch of folks here from BBR Radio Club and then the 2 Meter Crew are going to go up Mount Diablo. And we're just going to work it just for the Saturday, the 25th. I think contest time starts at about 11 o'clock our time. So we'll work it till dusk when they're going to close the park, and then we're going to break down and head down. So if you feel like participating, that's where we'll be.
Our club's going to operate in Stockton, Whiskey 6 Sierra Fox.
Oh, good deal. Then hope to hear you. We'll be November 6th Whiskey will be the contest call sign. So we'll be looking for you.
Real good, thank you.
Any other late check-ins?
N6, DTR, Orangeville.
Was that Delta Tango Radio?
Roger.
Hey, how are you doing tonight?
Hamming it up. Doing good. Just checking in. No traffic.
All right, sounds good. And we do have the breakfast on this Sunday. A bunch of us are getting together, and on the 25th, we're doing Winter Field Day up on Mount Diablo. So if you check the Facebook or the website, you can get the info on that if you're interested.
Roger, I was surprised today that nobody had invited Wendell, so we invited him over the air, but he's busy. But he said that nobody had asked him specifically, so very good. 7-3.
Yeah, we got to remember that not everybody's on all the social media and junk all the time. Make sure we do get the message out to them. I would have felt bad.
Not considering we're driving the 533. You know, the guy who he's made without the 533. It's not possible. Okay, doing a good job. Nice talking to you. N6 DTR.
All right, thanks. Any other late check-ins? All right. Did anybody have any tech support or any questions they had? See if we got some more experienced folks to help answer questions or anything. Come now.
Hey, Carlos.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. I think that was Jason.
Yeah, Raj. KM6FAK. Real quick, so I've got 20-40 meters covered and a radio, and I want everyone that wants to operate it. But one thing I'm not bringing is 80 meters. So that's kind of the big question, because I think that'll be a fairly hot band. Is anyone bringing 80 meters? If not, we can bring 80 meters, but we're looking for someone to bring a radio to operate that 80-meter antenna, and also obviously be part of setting it up, because it will be a bit of a larger setup. So maybe someone out there has a radio and is interested in kind of taking over 80 meters. Back to you.
Net control, late check-in.
NN6 Echo Echo. How you doing, Jim?
Late check-in, sorta. Oh, a half an hour, plus or minus a few. Thank you very much. Continue. Interesting.
Jim, you'll be late to your own funeral, sir. Welcome aboard.
I'm not going to worry about it.
I don't think anybody should worry about being at their own funeral. They're dead.
Love you, brother. Welcome aboard, mister.
I know that. Thank you, Nat.
Yes, sir. And we were just taking a quick head count for the Sunday breakfast. I think you had said you weren't going to make that, but I believe you are making Winter Field Day, or intending to.
Is correct, yes.
All right, sir. Jason, 80 meters. Ted has not checked in here. Taxman, are you listening by any chance? KM6TAX. Anyway, he was talking about bringing up his 7100, and I can't remember if he was had an 80-meter antenna or setup he was going to try. So we can definitely touch base with him to get 80 covered. Anybody else thinking about bringing up 80?
If you don't have anybody that can bring a radio and an antenna, and I can be informed by this, like, for example, this coming Monday, that way I have time to get stuff together. I would consider bringing that up and letting them operate it. I have two ways to do it. I have a 756 Pro 3 I can bring, or we can just, if the weather is not great, we can operate the Kenwood 480 out of the van on an external antenna. But if somebody else wants to do it, please do it. I only want to fill the void if it needs to be filled. N6VLF.
Okay, I got you on backup for 80. And I'll talk to Ted again. I should hit him tomorrow on the morning commute. I usually catch him, and we'll see if he's got the antenna for it. I know he's bringing the 7100. Myself, right now I just have capabilities for 2-meter 440 portable. I'm actually going to bring my little Diamond X200 antenna on a push-up pole, so that worked. I do have my generator I'm bringing, which is pretty good size, 3,800 watts, a couple extension cords, try to get some power strips here to throw out there. So that's basically what I'll have. One of the tech questions I was going to bring up, if nobody else had any tech questions right now, was portable HF antennas. I am not very versed in that world at all, and I was kind of looking for something not too expensive, but definitely portable, easy to move around and pop up. I see a lot of the verticals that'll have radials off them and other stuff advertised by Diamond and so forth. I was wondering if I could get a little info on that. Are they worth a damn, or should you just set up a long wire, or what works good portable?
First, so what I'll be bringing is a buddy pole, and they're not the cheapest, but they're maybe not the most expensive. And a lot of times it comes as a whole builder kit, kind of like a Lego, if you will, or an erector set where they're 2 meters through 40 meters, and it's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, but at the same time, you could make an antenna, whether it's an end fed, throw it up into a tree, or something that Kevin most likely is bringing, which are some poles and some wire and a ballon you can make. And, under $100, you can have a great portable setup, or you can buy. So I have personal experience with a buddy pole, and I'm sure people will want to see it and check it out for field day, so we'll do that, or kind of homebrew. So I just wanted to throw that out and get it started. KM6FAK.
Yeah, I also got a comment there, Carlos.
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah, I'll also be bringing what's called a super antenna. You guys, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's called a super antenna. I'll be bringing that along. It's all band from 6 to 80 meters. It looks like it's a mini ATAS, but is capable of handling 300 watts. And yeah, it's a good little antenna. So it's like a little small screwdriver, mini version of the screwdriver antenna. It's like small ATAS. So I'll bring that with me. It'll get some coverage. Is efficient? Not really, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, nice. Maybe I'll get my question answered up there on field day. Be able to walk around and look at all the different portable antennas.
Yeah, I'll bring some other goodies you guys might be interested in. But anyway, that's about all I got.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to figure out something like that, at least to be able to work 40 and up. 80 would be nice, but something smaller, portable, easy to set up. But that'll be interesting to see what all you guys rig up there. Any other comments on that or any other tech questions?
Just saying hi, Carlos. I was eating dinner. KM6TAX.
I was talking about you earlier, and it wasn't good.
I believe it.
Hey, Ted, we were talking about field day, and I know you said you were going to bring your 7100 up. Did you have an 80-meter antenna also?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, then we'll write you down for covering 80. How about that?
I suppose.
So what else we got? We got 10, 6. I'm sure we'll have a lot of 2 and 440 coverage. And Ted, I think you said you may have your handy talkie also for 220.
Yep, 220, 5 watts only, but we'll be up high. I have a mag mount. It's a pretty decent antenna. I've done simplex with Josh before, 220. So yeah, and we could also do 440 sideband and 2 meter sideband and whatever else with that thing.
Good deal. Anybody else looking at 10 or 6 meter? All right, well, just as everybody's chattering on the radio and just see what else folks are bringing or what they have, kind of let Jason or myself know so we can start a rough idea of who's bringing what and going to work up there. Any other comments for winter field day or suggestions on stuff to not forget?
Bill, 85DC. One of the things, I don't know what the tree situation's up there, but a wrist rocket and a fishing reel is really good for throwing lines over a tree, right? Don't forget to bring some rope to tie those wires up there with.
Yeah, good idea. A couple ropes. Let me write myself a note on that. I don't know how much rope I have, but probably a couple little, at least shorties. Yeah, if people have extra poles also, that would probably be a good idea.
What about fishing line?
Yeah, some good fishing line for, I mean, you're not trying to build them for a lifetime, just for a day. So that's a quick way to put them up there and just take them down.
Nice. Yep. Yeah, I have a pretty decent slingshot that I think can do the job.
1 ounce fishing weight works really well.
Yeah, on Google Earth, it did not look like there were real tall trees around there. Has anybody been through the lower parking lot there on Diablo yet to kind of know what the tree situation looks like?
Google Earthing now.
Yeah, it looked like low scrub around it from what I could tell. But we'll figure it out, I guess.
Another off radio topic, but Winter Field Day related. Are we interested in getting a few Costco bags of meat and buns? Now, I'm not volunteering to cook or bring a grill, because I think either I'll be carpooling or coming in a small vehicle. But I'm sure a lot of us could easily bring $5 or whatever it might be just to throw in the hat to repay for the expenses. You know, do some kind of portable grill, just real easy, just burgers, buns, and chips or something. What are your thoughts?
Good idea.
Yes. That's what I forgot. I have a little, I think we can use propane gas up there. I don't know if you can do coal. I could check. But I have a little propane, those portable grills, and I left that at the cabin. Yeah, if somebody just had one of those to ring up with the little shorty tanks on it and go to Costco and grab a rack of hamburgers and dogs and call it good.
Yeah, if someone's set up for tailgating, that's what we should need, and yeah, that'd be cool.
WG5EEK here. I can bring a portable grill, and I've got, I think, 2 tanks. It's, can't remember the name brand on it, but I've had it for a long time, works great, so I can bring that.
Alright, sounds good. And I'll go by and grab a stack of burgers and dogs and buns and probably mustard mayo, something like that. It won't be extravagant, but I'll pick a few things up.
Yeah, we got this, guys. We can do this.
Taking notes here, hang on. Alright. And of course everybody bring your own drinks or whatever other snacks. And any other last minute thoughts?
If you're bringing a generator, I might bring a small coffee pot. We might need some coffee.
Oh, that's a major must. Yeah, we should get like a, Carlos, if you can get like a list of things we really want, you can kind of, I don't know what the best way to get that out to everybody is, and everybody sign up to bring whatever, and then we got it all covered.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Where would be a good spot to run the list? I don't know. I don't think everybody does Facebook. Is everybody pretty much on the 2 Meter Crew website?
Yeah, you know what, Carlos? That's a good question. If we could just figure out a way to all communicate, how about that? A bunch of hams trying to figure out how to communicate effectively with each other in one location.
We got to work on that.
Logistics, they're a damn pain in the... Why I oughta...
Got a comment on the coffee there.
Yeah, go ahead on the coffee.
M6TNZ here. I was planning on bringing a couple of those big containers from like Dunkin' or maybe some other coffee places here in the city. So I was thinking of bringing quite a few of them. So I think we're good on the coffee front.
Or I have a gift card that I'm never ever going to be able to spend it all at the local coffee shop here that makes excellent, hard, real strong coffee if anyone's interested. But I don't know, I've never bought in bulk like that.
Oh, this trip's going to be so much fun. Holy Christ. Got stuff, people throwing stuff at us. It's going to be great. We all pitch in. It's going to be awesome, guys. We're going to leave that hill wired and bellies full with hopefully full logbooks.
Okay, gift card guy wins.
Gonna have to keep the coffee hot.
Yeah, I'll have to see if they have some type of a if I have to bring something, or if, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they sell the thing. It might be better to do the box thing like with Starbucks or Dunkin', but I'll look into it tomorrow.
Jason, it's Phil Cam, 6QLG. Just suggesting the coffee pot idea sounds fine. Probably better, or else you can bring the other and just put it in the hot plate of a coffee pot, keep it warm.
Yeah, that's true, because it'll be probably cold all day, and something to keep it warm would be good.
Coffee pot.
Yeah, I have isn't that big. But Dave, if you want to start us off in the morning, that'd be great, and then we can just kind of keep that pot brewing, more or less.
Yeah, no problem. I know coffee's usually the gasoline that people need to keep going when they're working or when they're doing radio stuff. So, how many do you think I should probably bring? Like, do we have any confirmed count of heads that are going to be there that I can work with? Because if I know, for example, that 40 people are going to be there, I'll know how many boxes of coffee to get.
Let me count my check marks here real quick.
The ballpark number is fine.
We got 11, 12 from just this net right here that are confirming to come up. So, you know, I'd say there'll be no more than 20, I would guess.
Okay, so probably like 6 boxes, I would imagine.
That's a lot of coffee.
I'm talking with my brother right now for, he brews beer and has a lot of different equipment. He might have a really big insulated thing that we can have a bunch of coffee in. Let me find out.
Yeah, you might want to just ask him how many one of those boxes serves. And like what Jason was saying, we'll have a coffee pot to kick it off and keep hot coffee coming. So I wouldn't buy too many.
Yeah, and if he's got a keg of something he's just recently worked on, tell him he can throw in a keg of whatever his coldest, latest, greatest is, too. We won't, you know, we'll be all right with that.
We are here to help.
Picture coming on GroupMe right now. Check out what he just built.
All right, the plan is coming together, and I've got a folding table that I'll bring. It's not real huge. Probably need a few of those if other people have them. If you got an extra extension cord, probably good to throw in. And I'll bring 5 gallons of gas. Hopefully that'll last us a while. And the regular junk.
Carlos, you want me to bring a backup generator? I could bring one of my little Hondas with me.
Might not be a bad idea. Little suitcase just in case mine blows up or we want to spread out a little bit. Something like that might work.
Yeah, better to have more headroom and more than what we actually need.
Yeah, exactly. Hate for everybody to get up there and be counting on it and we blow one up.
Yeah, besides, that's a drive and a half. You don't want to have to go back down the hill.
Well, we wouldn't go down the hill. We just use one of the Taxman super batteries.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I hope he gets it in time.
Oh yeah, I should. Check out the GroupMe.
Copy that.
Take that up the mountain.
Have the majority of you actually met each other in real life?
We had a breakfast a few weeks back over in Vallejo, and there was a good handful of us there.
Fine real life.
I don't know any of you by, your face. So, and I'll probably forget. I have a hard time linking people's call signs to their names, never mind their face. So, would it be weird if I brought, like, name tags or something? We could put our call signs and our name on it. That way, like, I could be like, oh, your FAK or your VNQ. Okay. That would be weird.
Mine's tattooed on my forearm.
I actually think that's a good idea, Dave.
I had to ask because I forget everything.
Yeah, you're not alone.
People might have other badges, so if you have a badge with your name or call sign, you could bring that too. But yeah, if you've got access to those little hello, my name is, absolutely, right on. I mean, we'll put donkey on donkey then.
Yeah, let's leave our badges at home and let's not scare anybody.
That is right. That's another one for the count. Derek did say he was going to try to make it up for most or part of the time. All right, any other chatter for the field day?
Dress warm.
For the anti-net, before I close her down, go up and get some dinner.
Dress warm.
Oh, you got that right. You better bring your long johns. Maybe a little chilly up that eye.
Hey, Carlos, do they have an overnight area up there?
Yeah, they have two different camping locations, and actually, Doug, let me see, KI6UGH is camping up there in Juniper, which is the higher campground, pretty close to where we'll be.
Yeah, it's probably way too late, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and inquire and see what happens.
Didn't he say that we could stay there? I don't want to invite myself or anyone else, but I thought that he was pretty cool with it, with people staying at his campsite, but I'm not really sure. I guess I shouldn't speak for him, but, oh yeah, and he's my cousin's co-worker, kind of.
Doug, you still on? Yeah, he may have got off. Yeah, but Mitch, you want to get that Juniper campground. It's the high one. The other one they have is kind of tucked down in a little ravine. Wouldn't work very well.
Yeah, okay, Juniper. Yeah, let me go online right now and check it out. See what I have to do. More than likely, I have to speak with someone, or maybe they have a online. That's Mount Diablo Juniper campsite.
Yeah, Mount Diablo State Park, and I don't know. It'll lead you where you need to go.
Copy that. Thanks, Carlos. I'll be listening from a distance. From the greatest Bay Area in the world, WUNQ.
All right, you guys. I'm going to officially close the unofficial anti-net, and everybody keep chattering, figuring out what you need, but I'm going to go upstairs and get something to eat. Nice talking with you all. Good net. I enjoy it. Thanks, you guys. W6CRP signing off.
Thanks, Carlos.
WG5EEK, are you listening?
Quite often, yes. WG5EEK here. What's up, Kevin?
Well, I'm looking around with a different radio. Does this one sound okay?
It's quite bassy, if I had to describe it.
Yeah, I have a crappy microphone hooked up to it. But anyways, this is your radio, so don't ditch it too bad. This is one of those ones I told you about. Pulled it out, checked it out, it's working. I got to do a couple little things to it, but I think it's going to be fine.
Bassy is good compared to my first radio, that Baofeng, which was not so good. Still got it, but yeah, it sounds nice and clear, and very. The voice is there. You know, it punches. So sounds good, man. Sweet.